Well, hello YouTube friends, this is Commissioner Tom. Well, it's been a while since you've seen anything from me. We're in the middle of the growing season here in this part of Ohio, so surface hunting opportunities are just really few and far between. You know, plus we haven't had any rain, so, or at least very little rain. So as you can imagine, an opportunity to join up with two of my YouTube friends for a day of digging was a real welcome invitation. Yesterday I visited Beveledblade and Trevmma, and I was treated to one of the best experiences I could imagine. These guys welcomed me like an old friend, and we had a great day of just salvaging remnants of a past culture. So that was really neat. I did learn a lot about what many of you diggers do on a regular basis. You know, tools you would think are useful might be a hindrance, but a shovel with no handle might be just what you needed in certain spots. I also learned that it's pretty hard to keep a camera handy and clean when you're throwing dirt in all different directions. But anyway, here's a look at some of the highlights of our day, and then I'll show you a short cleanup at the end. Thanks for tuning in. Alright, hello everyone, this is Commissioner Tom, and it's, what is today?
What is today, Jeff?
Saturday. We know it's Saturday, and real special treat for me today. I'm out with Jason Beveledblade and Trevmma, and we're doing a little digging out here in this woods. Thanks a lot to those guys for inviting me along, and we just got started here. I think one of the most incredible things for me is just walking around and picking up pottery on top of the ground out here. That's something that I don't see a lot where I'm at in Ohio, but real treat to be here. And boy, Jason started the day off right away. Nice.
Out of the trash pit triangle.
Look at that. I mean, that thing is almost worked down to a drill.
Yeah. It's a wore down one.
I'd say so. That is awesome. Congratulations.
Now get you one.
Way to start the program today. Okay, this is Tom, and wanted to just show you a couple pieces of some of this pottery I'm digging out of the hole here. Nice cord mark piece. Here's a pretty cool rim piece. These guys here find a lot of that stuff, but it's pretty new to me. Finding a lot of bone pieces like this. Definitely a trash pit. Okay, well hopefully I'll turn the camera back on and show you something better. Get back to you. Alright, this is Tom again. Well, we couldn't have picked a better day to dig. It's overcast. Probably, I don't know, mid to low 70s. Not too bad. There's Trevor over there in his hole. Okay, well I just dug this up. Some sort of a, looks like a tool, maybe a preform. And just to show you what I'm digging in here, I've just got a little hole started about a foot deep. That's the second piece of flint I found in this hole, so maybe that's a good sign. Alright, well, we'll get back to you. Okay, this is Tom digging in the same hole. Just came up with a cool looking antler tip.
Oh, sure enough.
Yeah, that's nice.
Napping tool.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a very big hole you got so far. You're pulling out a lot of stuff.
Yeah, yep. Here's a picture of all the pottery I'm pulling out. Got a couple nice cool pieces here. Here's a piece with a little handle on it.
Lug, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Here's a nice rim piece. And then you can see all the bone. Just a piece of the bone we're finding in here. Okay, very exciting. We'll get back to you. Okay, this is Tom. I'm down here in this hole. It's actually sitting down in the hole. and I thought I'd give you a little bit of a view of a couple of in situ pottery sherds that I'm coming up with here. Here's one right here. You can see that's about 8 inches below the ground. That's actually a rim piece. A little bit of a design. And then I saw this one here. That's a bigger size piece. It's a pretty thin piece of pottery. Looks like I nicked it. And then I've got this big piece over here coming out. It's got some nice cord marking on it. That's a pretty big piece there. Kind of exciting for me because, as I said before, I don't find any of this stuff. And I also think I've got something right here. This looks like, yeah. Oh, wow. That's got to be is that a canine? Oh my goodness. Alright, I think that's drilled. Hold on, let me put the camera, I'm gonna set the camera down a second. I'll get right back to you. It is. Okay everyone, I'm back, and absolutely that tooth is drilled. You talk about a day maker. That's a month and year maker for me. If you ever meet me, you might see me wearing that around my neck, because that's pretty awesome. Boy, thanks for inviting me, you guys.
Hey, you know we didn't put it there.
That's right. I worked for this one. All right. Well, hopefully we'll turn the camera back on if we find anything else.
What is that thing?
Okay, this is Tom. Jason just brought this over that he found out of his hole, which is really cool. They say they found quite a number of these. This is a shell hoe, and you see it's got a hole drilled in it. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Nice find there, Beveledblade.
On to the flint.
Yeah. All right, Jason's got him a nice find down here.
Here, I'll let you pick it up, Tom.
Look at that.
Wow.
Holy cow, that's about what, 3-4 inches long?
Oh, like 4 inches, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Both ends.
Did I not break this one?
Yeah, that is an awesome find.
You just knocked it out. You didn't even see it press. It's scraped out. This is the easy break bone area too.
Congrats. Okay, this is Tom. What a great time I had out there today. Big thanks to Beveledblade and Trevmma. They were very gracious hosts, and it was just a lot of fun. Here's a look at, you didn't see all of this on video, but here's probably, I'd call this a big sandstone hoe. You can see how it's all pecked out there and shaped. I did find, you saw this one I think on video, just a little crude, I don't know, tool, could be a crude point. There's a little crude, it's triangle. I didn't realize this when I was picking up a lot of the pottery. I kind of assumed this was a pottery rim, but it's actually a piece of slate. And I'm guessing maybe a slate celt, piece of a celt, as opposed to a pendant. I don't see any signs of drilling with the piece I have, but it's a pretty small piece. Found 2 antler tips. And then you did get to see this, the drilled canine tooth. That's pretty cool for me. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. I'm going to walk outside here and show you. I've got a bunch of pottery that's drying in the sun. I've washed off. You can see that quite a bit of pottery pieces out there. Some really cool rim pieces. Here's one with a handle on it. Here's another handle. I thought this was kind of neat. That's the top. And there's the handle. Lots of really cool designs. Give you a look at some of this. There's one with a hole in it. That was a pretty big piece right there. I'm so amazed by the pottery because I just don't find any of this in the fields that we hunt up here. I'm not sure why. Maybe I'm not looking for it, but I just don't. I think I would notice the at least the patterns while I'm hunting, but just don't pick up much of that. So digging all of this out of that hole was really a cool thing. Okay, well, again, thanks to Jason and Trevor for inviting me out. That was a very enjoyable time for me. I hope I can return the... Well, if you don't check how much video you have left, you might get cut off in the middle of saying goodbye. But anyway, what I was saying is I hope I get to repay the favor to Jason and Trevor sometime. So thanks for tuning in. Appreciate all of your comments. Some of you have subscribed to my channel recently. Thanks for that. But until next time, this is Commissioner Tom signing off.